All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a weird ass episode of the Cosmic Podcast.
Hell yeah.
So,
hello. I'm
not a lot of people today, but we'll work with it.
I am the guest. Hello.
You are the guest.
I am
We
the
have
guest.
the comeback, the return of Fizhy. I wasn't there when you came the first time.
No, you weren't. No,
Wait,
it's good
you
to
weren't?
finally speak to you.
Yeah, man.
I didn't even
I
know
was-
that. Wow.
I was so happy when Bram said that he got you as a guest, and
Yeah.
then I couldn't come,
Yeah.
and I was like,
Oh,
God,
no, I
fucking
didn't even
damn
know
it.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a huge
I
fucking fan
forgot.
because I've been watching like your AC videos for such a long fucking time.
Ah, yeah, them.
True, you play.
Yeah.
I forgot
I
that.
sold
like
dice.
Yeah. You're like my favorite reviews of Assassin's Creed ever and all that, and
Yeah, man.
I was like, God
Yeah.
damn it.
Well,
But now
it's-
I am here.
Yeah, it's a
And
pleasure
now
to
you got
finally talk to you. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I'm fucking hyped, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Let's
You
have
like
a
the
nice
fanboy,
chat.
Yeah,
let's
Shinwag.
go.
when Bram said he couldn't pull up for like the next like 3 weeks or something, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna ask. The first person I messaged was actually you, and I was so fucking happy that you answered.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
So
no, I
nice.
was happy to answer. Yeah, I like this.
Yeah,
I
man.
like this podcast. I had a
Thanks.
good experience last time, so I was happy to
Nice.
come on again. And yeah, thanks for having me. It's gonna be a good
Yeah, man.
chat.
Well, thanks for
I
coming
look
on,
forward
man.
to it. Yeah,
The
of
topics
course.
last time were a bit weird, I guess, right? With all this, I think that was a bit of Ubisoft, right? Back then.
There was a
Or am
lot
I
of
wrong?
Ubisoft.
There was a lot.
a lot of Ubisoft.
A lot.
We-
I
we
was the
got-
one editing the videos. So.
Yeah.
Apologies, I do have a cough, so that is gonna
All
be
good, man.
a pressing theme. It is me just spluttering my guts up. I'll try to aim that way. So if there's any mucus, bang. Not this way, but yeah, no, there was a lot of Ubisoft in the last podcast that I was on with you guys, and the first one actually, and it was quite intense. But I got a bit of insight from your mate. What's his name? The one who
Carlos.
used to be
Carlos,
Yeah.
he used to be was it a playtester?
QA tester.
Yeah.
Playtest for Ubisoft, yeah.
Yeah, he was a
Yeah,
playtester for
the-
Ubisoft, and that was a very eye-opening conversation. That I learned a lot, and I took away a lot from that, and I was definitely really chuffed that I got that opportunity to communicate with somebody who's seen some of the issues from inside the industry,
Yeah.
and that's really quite helpful, especially when you have to talk about these things, is to understand that there are people who have seen these things and they can corroborate that it's not just a farce, it's not just some media frenzy. There is actually something going on there. So that was definitely very intriguing.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
don't know.
he told us that he used to QA test for Ubisoft, but I
Mhm.
never knew like how bad it was because he used to just throw it out there like, yeah, I used to do this.
It was
Yeah.
just like I playted these
Yeah.
shit games
Yeah.
and they never changed it. That's
But
the
he
only
was
thing.
he was never like in detail.
They never fixed it. That's the only
Yeah.
thing. Like we
They
actually
never
did.
fix it.
Oh
But, yeah.
man, that was
Yeah,
fun.
that's
to listen
mad.
to.
They never fix their shit. That sounds
like-
like Ubisoft.
Like, so here's the issue. Yeah, we got you. We'll fix it. They never do. And
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of expected it to be this way, but it was kind of weird to actually like officially hear it from someone. You know? Because you
Yeah.
hear all this stuff about, yeah, Ubisoft that shit game, they don't fix all that, but when you actually hear it from someone who was there when those things happen, it hits quite differently.
Yeah, it does. It was very much so. Like, now, I've had brief conversations on Twitter with people who have more inside knowledge on things that have happened within Ubisoft, but never did I have like an actual open conversation like that with somebody who did understand more than I did, that stuff. So it did hit differently in a very positive way and a beneficial way for me as far as my knowledge and understanding of the situation went.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, you're here again.
Yeah, I'm
some
here
drama.
again.
Some drama has happened again, I guess. Not with
Activision
Ubisoft, but
Blizzard this time, I hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I
It's
did-
kind
I
of
did a
funny
video
that you're
talking
on.
about it.
That you're on like again now that we're talking about this. Like, you know,
It's just whenever a company decides that today's the day they're going to be outed for being toxic, I'm the go-to guy.
I'm
to
sorry
talk
for
about
dragging
it.
you into some more drama. Even
that's
though I mean,
okay.
we talked about this already, but-
I dive headfirst into this shit. Because if I'm not talking about it, how can I expect anyone else to? Is the only logic I can ever use, and if it's something that I don't stand for, like prejudices and misconduct, then I'm gonna say something. Because I feel like there's something that needs to be said, or at the very least, I should set an example to viewers that this is something we shouldn't be okay with, and that's my stance on these sorts of things. So I'm more than happy to talk about Activision Blizzard and the shenanigans that's going on there.
I'm not like super up to date right now with everything. I know I saw like a thing yesterday from, I don't know what her name was, like the lady that worked there, and I thought like, wait, like she's a woman as well. How can she agree with all like not like agree with it, but just downplay it a little? So I don't know. You made a video on this. You might have some more knowledge on that, because like I said, I'm not fully up to date with this one. To be completely honest,
so the state of California's Department of Fair Housing and Employment filed a lawsuit against Activision Blizzard, I believe, for basically unfairness in the workplace, misconduct, gender pay gaps, stuff like that. Let me try to find an article, because there's some really this one's outright chilling. You know, like
I've heard one of
really
the guys, and that shit was disgusting.
Yeah, I
when
saw
you had like scams in the toilet, in the bathrooms or something. Something like that.
There was it's more the cubicles in the workspace. So you know they'll be in cubicles. And they'd basically do cube crawls where they'd drink copious amounts of alcohol at work, already a really bad idea, and then they just crawl around the cubicles while intoxicated, and in the process they would sexually harass women. I wouldn't imagine that was strictly stated in the rules of their cube crawls, but the fact that this was an accepted thing to begin with, because A, you're drunk in the first place and you're crawling around cubicles like a mad bastard, but they gave it a name and they still allowed it, and that to me was like, what on earth, you know, like. You can't be doing that. You can't be... But yeah, no, Activision Blizzard were basically sued over a frat boy culture, as described by many articles talking about it.
I saw that thing, like the Cosby suite. That's the only thing
The Cosby suite's a weird one, because the picture that came out was from before Cosby was actually convicted of anything. Yeah. However, it was apparently a recurring thing in later years, and so that does actually hold weight as something... to raise alarm bells. Furthermore, Cosby was a controversial figure for years before he was sent down. So I was like, what on earth? You know, like, why is that a thing that you think... Like, not even a rapist finds that funny. You know what I mean? That's just... It's such a strange thing that is something that really, Activision Blizzard did. Excuse me. Bloody hell.
Yeah, it's really weird, because I saw a lot of these articles coming out about that. Like the messages as well, they're like, what even, dude? What the fuck? But apart from that, like I said, I'm not really fully up to date with it. I don't know if there were any more like breakthroughs or things coming out about that.
Yeah, no, there's some outright shocking bits that came out about that in the initial lawsuit, such as male employees playing video games during the day while delegating responsibilities to female employees, engaging in sexual banter and openly joking about rape, among other things, as well as essentially hounding these female employees to get the work done. And there was just an imbalance in the the workload to begin with, and then there's an imbalance in how strictly they've got to do the work, and then there was imbalances in pay, imbalances in how people were treated, and there was one thing that was really shocking that I wanted to mention, and that's that a female employee apparently committed suicide after a picture of her genitals was shared around at like a party thing. Like a work party thing.
Jesus.
Yeah.
And she committed suicide while on a company trip with her supervisor, who she was having a sexual relationship with. A power dynamic like that in a relationship is not a good idea to begin with. but it's just fucked up is the best way to put it.
That's
But
really
breakthroughs, I suppose, has happened. I think around 2,000 employees signed an open letter to the higher management talking about how this needs to change and how Activision Blizzard needs to fix its culture issues. Fucking hell. And also Ubisoft signed an open letter to their upper management, and in solidarity with Activision Blizzard, calling for the same thing more industry-wide, because we're hearing about it from Activision Blizzard and Ubisoft, but it could be happening elsewhere too. And there was an Activision Blizzard walkout, and basically a load of employees walked out for a bit and didn't know work. Those who couldn't make it would just not work, and a lot of gamers would not play an Activision Blizzard game in that time frame. And there's been some breakthroughs in that. I believe, what's his name? J. Allen Brack. I want to know what his position was. J. Allen Brack was, I think he was like he was the president of Blizzard. He left the company earlier this week. To pursue new opportunities, as stated by Activision Blizzard. However, it's more than likely to do with the fact that
100%.
that this shitstorm has rained down
definitely
liquid shit. But no, there was that, and I haven't really been paying as much attention at the moment. I've said my piece on it, and I'll revisit it at a later date when there's more to go off of. But by the sounds of it, there are steps that are being taken. But I don't know if Activision Blizzard is really taking accountability yet. As for Ubisoft, I'm not sure what's going on there either. Bloody hell. That cough is nasty. I hope you can't hear the rattle of it too much. It's just absolutely... It's diabolical. It genuinely just doesn't let up. It makes me sad. And one day it will be gone, and I will be chilling in a field, going, "This is the life." You know, that's the one. That's my goal. But beyond that, I haven't really been paying too much attention to it of late, because I've been really busy this week doing other stuff, preparing to go away tomorrow to see some family. Tomorrow being Sunday as of recording, and then I'm going to be away for a week. So I've been today. I've literally been shitting out videos at speeds, and I've also been putting some clips up for our Clips channel. I'm going to do a stream after we finish this recording, and
that's crazy, man. Busy as fuck.
Hectic.
Yeah.
I haven't even bitten into this KFC.
I was about to say, it's gonna
Man,
be
take a bite, bro.
Yeah.
Take a bite. I've got a microphone in the way. Right,
Take a big bite.
it's the Cosmik podcast mukbang. Let's go.
Give us the good old ASMR. There we go.
Not some fucking
So what you
good
got there?
chicken.
Just a chicken sandwich, or?
It's a Zinger stack.
I have no idea what that is.
I never had the chicken sandwiches. I'm just there for the bucket, and that's it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I
felt
don't really
that.
go to KFC a lot, to be honest, either.
Me
I don't
neither.
know.
It's too. To be fair, for like a fast food place, it's a bit expensive.
Over here, it's just too crowded. Like, people have never seen that before, because
Are
it's
there
quite
a lot
new.
of KFCs here? No, right? I don't know. Like, the only KFCs I've been to were like, well, I was on vacation, to be honest.
Well, here where I live, we have one, but it's quite new. It's like barely a year old. And people genuinely act like they've never seen a KFC before. Like,
They probably haven't.
Yeah, they probably haven't.
it's
right?
But it's Brussels. We've had like variants before, some shit like that.
Yeah. I
But-
mean, it's chicken, so yeah, they definitely have had it before, but...
And probably
tastes
the
like
ones that
chicken,
we
though.
have now,
Yeah.
the ones that we had before are probably better than KFC, to be honest. But they're acting like fucking zombies.
There
or
are some
something.
chicken
it's
shops
crazy.
near me that genuinely are just better than KFC.
Yeah, I
But
don't
the
really
delivery
Yeah.
time for KFC is
like-
like 15 minutes, so I was like vibing.
KFC is just decent to me. I don't know, it's not wow, or like, it's just decent.
Depends on the day. Depends on whether or not they've run out
I
of
mean, yeah.
chicken. Sometimes you drive up to the drive-thru, but I'm really sorry, but
Wait,
we've run
they
out of
can
chicken.
run out of chicken?
How
Yeah,
did they run
there's
out
like,
of
really
chicken?
sorry,
That's-
but we've run out of chicken. So that's like
Huh?
everything on your menu. We could
Yeah,
give you some
that's-
chips. It's like I'll pass. You know.
What?
Yeah, that's
How?
happened like twice. I've
That's kinda
experienced this
fucked.
problem twice. Like Kentucky Fried Chicken has run out of the chicken and just became Kentucky Fried
Kentucky.
fuck all.
Oh
It's
my
KFFA. It almost sounds like a terrorist organization.
God. It really does.
Holy
my
shit!
God.
How do you run out of chicken?
Yeah,
That's
You,
like
you
your
sell out
whole
rapid.
thing.
It's
That's your
KFC.
menu, yeah.
You know, they crowd it in Brussels. They probably run out of chicken on the daily. It's a supply thing as well. Sometimes if the supplies are behind, especially with COVID and people are self-isolating, delivery drivers especially get hit by that. There's nobody to deliver the precious chicken.
Oh yeah,
And
I mean,
that's an
I can
issue
understand
too.
that for sure. Yeah.
There's many
Yeah, I know.
reasons.
I just
That's weird.
There are many reasons why KFC could run out of chicken.
tell
The
me
other
that.
one is it's just finger licking good, and everyone just polishes it.
I don't know about that one. To be
yeah,
honest.
No.
I don't know. I'm not really a KFC.
It depends on
guy.
the day, and obviously people like it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, for sure,
True.
people like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I mean,
it's
it's a huge thing.
it's a huge
brand,
chain,
Mhm.
Yeah, chain. That's it.
but they're still restricted by the same restrictions as the rest of us are, in the sense that it still takes a while to get deliveries in. It still takes a while to get the stock. Even if it's all chicken, these chicken need to exist. B, they need to let these chicken grow into big bad boy chickens. C, they need to kill these chickens. You know, and that in
That's so
itself is a
fucked.
process.
Oh my god, those
Exactly.
videos. Of those chickens. That is so sad.
The
But at the
KFC
same time, it is also kind of good.
What? Is it just videos of chickens dying
sorry.
in the name of the gracious KFC, and you're just watching it going, you know.
I've
Oh my
had those.
God.
I've had those ads where I was eating chicken and I saw
Have
like.
you ever
an ad
seen
of, like-
videos of chickens getting slaughtered and thought, I might have scranned one of these? Because I've never had that thought, but I feel like if I watched those videos, I would, and then I'd feel both sad and also like, you're a part of me now. Everything's gonna be okay, son. Yeah.
Like, just don't be this good, honestly. Oh,
Just don't
I'm-
be these
Mate,
kids,
if you
wow,
don't
okay.
want to die, don't be delicious.
true.
That is the pinnacle.
That's the way to go, man.
Dude,
Because
vegans are gonna fucking hate us, dude.
Vegans.
honestly, I would never be able to be vegan. Holy
I don't know.
shit.
There are a lot of
Vegans have a
delicious
very
things,
interesting
but-
soapbox when it comes to this thing. They stand on it, but it's not made of the most resilient materials. By that I mean, in the production of vegan-friendly food, life still dies because think about pesticides. Think about what that
True.
harms. Think about
Mhm.
how much it takes to maintain that and how many animals that might actually affect that way. It's like, well, there's no moral high ground. Humans are just a plague, you know. We don't disagree. We just
Yeah.
there's no way to avoid it.
There's actually
I really
like
feel
no
like that, yeah.
proper way to like take
Mm.
care of things, you know.
No,
Like even if you're vegan or vegetarian or whatever,
you know,
the
life
best way to do it is
and
just
its
to go
essence.
outside
There
and
is a,
eat
there is
grass.
there is definitely a flavor of kill or be killed.
I mean, the
True.
best way, if you
There
want to
you go.
really care for the environment, don't be alive. Like, that's really the best thing you can do.
Just go outside and eat grass, man. I mean, come on.
Just
What-
eat grass.
What else are you gonna fucking do? It's I don't know, man.
Dogs do that. They go outside and eat grass. They love it.
Wait, dogs do it?
Yeah, they
Dogs
do
eat
it.
grass?
There's been loads of studies into why they do that, but I think scientists have come to the conclusion that they just fucking like it. And that's it.
Wow, that's that's great scientific work right
That's
there.
that's science for you.
Yeah. I love
They
that
thought
you're
it was to
knowledgeable
induce
about, like,
vomiting
the
and
most
stuff to get
random
rid of
thing.
bad stuff, which it could
Mhm.
do. But no, they just like it.
They just like eating grass. All right, nice.
They just love
Yeah.
it.
You learn something new every week in a Cosmik podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, easy
That's
to
just such
explain,
a
I
random
guess.
thing.
They have
Yeah.
to write a whole fucking thesis about it. Like, they're just fucking, they fuck with it, you know what? Yeah.
Mhm.
Why do
Cool.
dogs eat grass? Because they fucking can. Yeah,
Oh,
I can
God.
imagine that.
Now that we're talking about like fast food, what's your guys' like actual favorite fast food place or like
Oh,
favorite fast
it
food
would have to be a
meal?
local one rather than one that you might know about.
Mm-hmm.
Because local takeaways they're fucking golden. When they're bad, they're awful, and
True.
you'll be shitting out liquid for weeks. But when they're good, they're bloody good. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. So yeah,
So-
I think you can't really say that because also you give away your location, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, it's alright. If they
shit,
come and find me,
probably.
they'll come and find me. There was a
I
place
guess mine
called
as well.
Dallas Chicken near me that changed its name to Colorado after another place called itself Dallas Chicken and then shut down. So Dallas Chicken became Colorado Chicken, which is a bit weird considering that Dallas is in Texas. But this was in Manchester. And so they thought, make it sound American, big chickens, dead, scran. What's the worst takeaway you've ever had? Like, not the name of it, but what was it? I'll tell you mine first. I was chilling in a caravan in Bolton, out of a farm owned by my mate's family, and we were just chilling there in the caravan. We ordered from a chicken place in Bolton, which is this little town near Manchester. And it's not little; it's huge. But when it arrived, we opened the bag, and there was just like a rotting chicken carcass. And I
Oh
looked
my
at that and
God.
went, what the... It's rotten. It's a rotten chicken carcass, Cam. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, it was grotesque. We
What the
we did
fuck,
not
dude?
eat that.
I mean, yeah, I'd imagine. What the fuck? Jesus.
At no point did we actually order a chicken carcass. We ordered the edible bits, and we got that. It was grotesque.
That's fucked up, man.
It was genuinely
What the
fucked
hell?
up. That you can get some golden takeaways. You can get some awful ones. You can get golden ones on a bad day, and on a good day, and awful ones on a good day as well. But fast
Mhm.
food it's like Russian roulette.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Damn.
The only promise is that you're gonna get fat,
I mean, that's pretty true. Yeah, definitely.
unless you have
That's
the
the only
metabolism
point.
of me and you. just
Well,
a
I was
wizard.
about to say, like, I don't really get fat. I can eat whatever the fuck I want, so.
Yeah,
I
no.
used to, but that shit is gone. I actually have to do some sports now.
Mm.
Really?
Yeah, I
Damn.
used to for like
See?
since I was 18, 19 to eat whatever the fuck I wanted
Yeah,
and
no,
not get fat.
I filled out a lot. I filled out a lot in my recent years.
I feel like it's because I used to do a lot of sports back then,
Mm-hmm.
and also kind of in school like once a week.
Now you're just a lazy
Sounds
ass dude.
good.
Now I'm just out here. I'm just vibing. You know, I turned 20. I have to do barely anything. So I lost that shit.
Well,
I don't know. I'm still
Yeah.
good right now. Wait, what?
I'm just responding to my mum who just called
Oh,
me.
okay.
I'll call you
Dude,
you
recently
back
I've been getting so many
after
calls
I
this week.
finish the podcast, mother. There we go.
I literally never get calls because I'm like, people just text me and I'll get back to you whenever. But this week,
I get
literally
calls.
I clicked go live on OBS and I got
Well,
a call instantly.
I'm meeting her
my
on a
phone. I was
campsite
like,
tomorrow, so she was probably just checking to make sure everything's all right. So there's that. Yeah, no, I lost track of the conversation. We were talking about not getting fat.
Yeah.
No matter what you eat. Yeah, that works until it doesn't. Like the moment you
Mhm.
start, going to the gym and working out a lot, your metabolism settles down and goes, right, this is good. Now feed me nice stuff that you can't afford. And otherwise I'm going to become rotund. And that's how your body stays.
I'm actually afraid of that. Like, I hope my metabolism doesn't shit itself, but I know it's going to eventually.
Man, he's fucking starting to. So
metabolism always conks out.
yeah,
Um,
so
as long
I
as you
used
put the work in, you'll be right.
true.
Go to the gym twice a week and you'll be just fine.
I
As long as you do
literally
don't
exercise
do
like that,
shit.
you're not gonna get fat ever.
I
know.
don't do jack shit, dude. Literally, I don't do anything. I literally
Well,
play
start
games
by
all day.
doing press-ups in your room. Just 20 every morning. Make it 30, 40, 50, 60. And then by the end of it, you'll be doing 100. You'll be built like a brick shithouse. And you will start to notice that while you can still eat whatever you want and won't get fat per se, you'll also be a big man. You know what I mean?
That's a weird thing though about like me, like my body. I feel like I don't know. I have like a weird ass physique. I cannot get fat, but I can't get buff either. I'm just in between. It's so hard. I cannot do anything. I went
It's
to the
difficult.
gym a lot like a while back, and I'm like, I don't see any gains, bro. I'm still a stick. What the fuck is up with that?
Yeah, you got to stick with it, and you've got to eat the right stuff, and you've got to feed your gains.
I think it really is like the diet that's really fucking
There's a lot of diet in it,
Mhm.
but it's not necessarily as intensive as some people make you believe. Not at first. You ease into it. You do make some gains. You just don't necessarily see them right away. You won't see them. People will notice them before you do, basically, because you'll see the same stick in the mirror. You know, like I did for years. But people start to notice them after a while, and that's when you're all right. It's just about sticking with it. You know, doing
Big
some
motivation.
workout, a combination of weight training and some cardio. Is probably good for putting on some muscle along with a lot of protein in your diet and some fats and all that stuff. Basically, just scran lots, do lots of workout, keep yourself nice and fit and healthy. Make sure your activity's up and your blood pressure's nice, and you'll be fine.
Is it
What a bunch of advice.
good to
Thanks for that, man.
like only do cardio, or do you have to like put some weightlifting into that as well?
Well, it depends on what
guess
you're going
cardio
for, but you're more than likely better off training all of your body, regardless of what you're doing. Like you want to be training your cardio, and that helps you with your stamina. You want to be doing weight training because that helps with your strength and your muscles. You want to be making sure that you don't neglect your lower body with your legs and stuff like that, and you're working them. Going for a run every now and then is good for that as well. Never skip leg day, obviously. You want to be exercising something at least once a day. I think you want to, like, one thing or something else, whether you're at home or the gym, and it could be as simple as stretching, or it could be getting out, going for a walk, going for a run, going to the gym, doing some weight training, doing some cardio, maybe even punching a bag, stuff like that. It all has benefits, and it helps. It helps to exercise. It makes you happier as well.
Because for me, I my roommate is he likes like to go to the gym and all that stuff. So now I'm starting to go with him like every week or something.
Yeah.
But I only enjoy doing the cardio stuff because the weightlifting fucking hurts. Like I am genuinely in pain. And since
That
my
means it's
cardio is already
working.
like okay,
That means it's
I
working.
know, but that shit is fucking painful.
But are like
And
not maybe trying too hard, like going like trying to go
I don't know.
with
I'm
him?
not at the same level as him,
Mhm.
but I'm a bit below. But since my cardio was already like okay, so I can like handle myself a bit better with that. I'm like excited to do the cardio stuff, but every time we have to lift some weights or we have to do the leg stuff, I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna be in pain for like the next 2 days.
That's
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
That's good.
The pain after is really annoying.
The pain is annoying. I don't want to be in pain. I just want to be buffed. So that's
I hate it
something
after coming back home from the gym, like after lifting and trying to play a game. I was literally like shaking with my hand, like trying to play a game. It was so bad, and now I'm back to absolute stick, like literally.
I'm doing fine.
Yeah, that's looking pretty decent. Like
It's just
Wait, are you flexing right now?
yeah, he's
No.
flexing. I mean, no, not flexing, but like
That's more like it's not much there, but it's what it is.
Can you like do it like a full flex?
it's gonna be
Can I?
massive, right?
I don't know.
Yeah?
Can I there? That's about it. It's
Oof,
about what I'm getting.
Okay. I got nothing.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
I'm literally like this is what I am not flexing, and this is what I am flexing. I think like literally
Yeah.
it doesn't move. It's so
If I-
bad.
From
if
the
bring
moment I
it
stopped
in
playing
further,
soccer, I was
it-
like,
you
yeah.
know, you're in trouble when this just sort of connects like up here. Like there's no triangle to it. It's just sort of like there. There's nothing really there.
For me, it's bad because when I flex,
It's more than
it
it
starts
looks,
to
but
shake.
not too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um,
When I flex, every time someone asks me to flex, like, can you flex? I'm like starting to shake. That's the beginning. Like, yeah, you're doing too much. When you're like flexing, and your hand is like,
yeah.
Stop.
No,
You're
your
weak.
your hand does start to shake. It depends on your blood pressure as well. If it's too low, like you haven't eaten before you've gone, or or at some point in the day, or if you've not got the energy really, and you're still going through it, you're doing too much. Yeah, you can definitely shake. Punching a bag, your hand shakes a lot. It doesn't anymore, but when you first start, it does. It's
I've never
definitely
done that, actually.
it's definitely an early days thing as well. That
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
the more you get used to everything, the more you get in the routine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's alright. I'm by no means the fittest man on the planet, but I'm in
I mean, if you're
decent
trying,
enough
it's
shape.
definitely if
I'm in
you-
decent
if
enough
you're
shape.
Doing something, it's good, I guess. So
I'm in decent enough shape. I'm just inbred.
looking good, man. Oh wait, what? What was that? Jesus. I love how we went from like fast food to working out and becoming fit. Very nice.
No, I'm just eating a KFC. And I love a good KFC. I love a good scran.
Eating KFC while talking about working out. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good, you know.
Yeah, I'm doing fucking great. My diet is fantastic. If only.
Man.
Amazing.
Nah, obviously I was naturally very skinny, so it's not so much about losing weight for me, so I can sort of get away with it, provided I put the work in to make sure that I don't overdo it.
Mm-hmm.
That's my purpose in life right now.
Nice.
Glorious
My only
purpose.
The only purpose is sticking it to Activision and Ubisoft.
Yes, back at it.
which you know we've already done the sticking it to.
Hell yeah.
But there you go. It's funny really how I go to the gym like a lot, like almost every other day. We have like a gym in a barn, which we're trying to figure out a name for.
What?
What?
Barn?
We have our own gym set up in a barn.
That's pretty fun. What the fuck?
And it's all
That's
right.
kind of cool.
This is me and Cam. We go in there. And we do our workout. We go home. Rinse, repeat. We have all the equipment we need. And it's a proper good setup. And it's nice to not be in the presence of pretentious dickheads that you get at gyms.
Oh my
Mhm.
god.
You know, like people who look in the mirror and go,
Definitely.
"It's me."
I hate the ones that make like so much noise.
The
while
ones that
lifting or,
are
you
too
know.
busy jabbing something in there to be doing that. You know.
Dude, the screamers are the worst,
Yeah,
man.
that-
The one
that's
that- the ones that go,
bad, like,
shit.
"Ah!" Yeah, you know, we had a mate. We
It's like
we
he's
have a mate
fucking
who does
training
that.
to be in a fucking movie or something.
We have a
I
mate who
hate
does
it.
that, who screams, but he does it before he's actually doing anything. He just goes, he'll be on this bench press and he'll go, ah! And then he'll start going. It's like that. You're supposed to do that as you're doing it, if at
Oh
all.
my god.
Not before, because it doesn't do anything. Generates
What's
some
the
power.
point then? He's literally just hyping himself up.
He's hyping himself up. He's like, come on, Max, I can do it. That's what he's doing.
Would be funny if he fails after screaming. Just drops the whole thing on him.
Nah. He's a good fella, really, but he is a screamer. Yeah, no, the
Yeah.
ones that bother me are the ones that will come over, and they will very openly make it obvious that you're doing something wrong. It's like, yes, come
Oh,
over,
yeah.
say it quietly, maybe, but get the attention of the entire gym. Come on, man. You know, that's not on.
Yeah.
But
Kinda
hey,
weird, man. But hey.
there you go. That's one of those things.
Mhm.
That's one of those things that I hate about public gyms for sure. Also, waiting for an hour to use a piece of equipment that can almost be counterproductive to actually accomplishing something in your workout. So less of that too.
It's been quite a while since I went to a gym, but I mean here it's not as crowded
okay.
most of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't really have to wait. Also, they have a lot of shit. Like they
Mm.
have a
Yeah, they have
fucking,
lots
like,
here, but there's just lots of people who won't fuck off, and that's a bit of a shame, to be honest.
Mhm.
I was hoping that they would. No luck, my boys. So me and Cam, we set up this gym in a barn that we use. We keep to ourselves. We blast some crusty bops, some absolute disgusting music from a really good speaker, and we just absolutely go to town. We just work out. We'll come out of there steaming with sweat. It's great.
Nice.
Yeah,
Great shit, man.
it's brilliant. It's just
Alright.
life.
That's great. Talk about some gyms and stuff on the
Some
Cabe
gyms,
podcast.
sticking it to
Go-
Ubisoft Activision, fast food, the gym, being healthy,
Hell
having
yeah.
a private gym, hating public gyms. Well, we're going through the motions, fellas. We are.
Hell yeah, we're doing
man.
good stuff, right? Making people excited to go to the gym workout. Very
Yeah,
nice,
go to
very
the
good.
gym, work out, become a big man or
Yes,
woman. If
and
you're
then
a
tweet at
big woman, that's
Ubisoft
good.
and Activision. Tweet fuck off at them. Go for it.
Ubisoft Activision can fuck off. I rendered both of my videos on Ubisoft Singapore recently and Activision stuff as Ubisoft Singapore can suck a fat cock and Activision Blizzard can suck a fat cock.
Yeah, I watched
Nice.
that one.
That is the file name that I uploaded with. So somewhere those are on a YouTube server with just can suck a fat cock, and I think that's brilliant.
Hell yeah, that's great shit, man.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie, it kind of
Oh.
makes me scared about the gaming industry in general,
Yeah,
because
Oh, yeah,
now it feels
definitely.
like everyone does this, you know?
yeah.
Because-
No, well,
Mm-hmm.
uh,
Working
I'm
in
a-
the gaming industry is not like when I was a kid. I was very like much into like PCs, and then I thought of working in the game industry at some point, and now I'm just
and now
totally,
you
like,
think like
fuck,
swerve
no,
that. I'll
no.
just do a podcast.
Yeah.
I'm still into PCs and everything around that.
Yeah,
but
no, I'm a
working
huge
in the
fan of
game
PCs.
industry, no fucking way I'm doing that. There's no way. I don't want to do that at all. Also, like, just
Did you ever
not
consider
even
that by
all
running
that,
this podcast talking about gaming and stuff you already do?
What?
Did you ever
was
consider that by running this podcast talking about gaming
I
that
mean,
you already do work in the industry?
not really, right? Not really work, but it's kind of a hobby. But this is more our own thing, right? But working for like a boss,
For
I
like an
guess,
actual,
working
like,
for like
dev
a big
team.
corporation with fuck no, man. That's nothing for me these days anymore.
No, I felt that because I can't
Everything
stand.
gone to shit.
I can't stand not being my own boss for one,
Mm-hmm.
but also the games industry seems like a proper minefield.
Mm-hmm.
This is some good chicken.
Nice, man. I'm glad you're enjoying it.
I'm glad you're enjoying me enjoying it.
Dude, I love watching people eat. I don't know what's up with that, but
I can't
like
stand it. I can't stand it, so I feel really
I
bad.
hate it. I hate it.
I really
See, I'm
Except
with him.
if I'm eating as well, then I'm like, okay, I can.
Yeah, I
watch
mean,
the
it's
food
making me
when
very
some
hungry,
shit.
so I'm gonna go eat after the podcast.
It's
for
not
sure,
that for
but
me. It's the bloody messiness of it. You know, like that's what I don't like. It just
I
looks
really
messy.
don't
It
mind.
feels messy. I feel disgusting.
I'm sorry, man.
I don't like watching someone eat when I'm not eating. Then it's like, I
That
wanna
makes you
eat right
angry. That makes you go,
Yeah.
right, it's time to
I
kill
want to
this
have
man.
something in my hand right now.
That's really annoying. If you're like laying in bed watching YouTube and then you get like a video recommended of a guy eating, then it's like, bro, I gotta wake up and like I gotta get out of bed because I'm hungry now. Fuck.
You bastard, what have you
Yeah.
done to me? I was about to go
It's
to
like
bed
the
and now
old
you're
downside.
making me think about the bloody Viennese fingers.
That's like the only downside to it, but I really love it. I really love watching people eat. I don't know why.
Yeah, well. Back
If
to
I
what
hear
was saying.
someone eating, I'm just instantly like, "Yo, what are you eating, man? Tell me now."
What was I
Alright.
saying before we talked about
What
the
were
bloody
you saying?
chicken again?
What the fuck?
The gaming industry. I know we were.
Oh yeah, the
talking
industry.
about
No,
that.
I think the games industry is a minefield in the sense that you don't know where this is happening. Sure, it's probably not happening everywhere, but there are issues that we've heard about from Ubisoft, from Activision Blizzard. We've heard of different issues from, say, Rockstar or CD Projekt, and in the almost the most basic employees are like a conveyor belt line for them. It's like
Yeah.
they're there to churn out a product rather than,
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, a
have
game to
passion
me
for
is
it,
still-
and also it doesn't seem like it doesn't appear to be highly. It's not unionized, like it doesn't appear to
Mhm.
have any safeguards in place for those people, and for people who may be victims of misconduct in the workplace. And that's a huge issue. Like the games industry is just not a safe place to work, is it? By the sounds of it.
Yeah, definitely. And also, like, just games in general are like, like movies and stuff and books and whatever. They're still art, They're still a form
Yeah.
of art. And people just not being able to put in their own creativity is really off-putting. I don't know. Like, they're just
It's
being
not
told,
art
you
anymore,
do
is
this, and that's, yeah, exactly. It's just, like you said, like a conveyor belt. Like, do this, do that, and you're done. Like, no input from you required, only, like, what we ask of you. And that's,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, just, I think
And then
Carlos
there's
said
and then
with
when
the devs, right?
misconduct and shit like that happens, there's nobody to turn to who
Mhm.
who within the industry who can go, right, this is what we can do about that
Yeah.
like properly, because instead it's all like internal
Exactly.
HR departments. It's like
I think
maybe
that's
the
what
video
Carlos
games
said.
industry needs to be unionized
Mhm.
properly. The issue with the video games industry is a similar issue to that with I think Hollywood is probably the best one to liken it to in some instances, in that
Mhm.
there's a lot of power that comes from places of management in the games industry, and that industry in itself is huge. It's bigger than Hollywood at this point, more or less.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I think there was like,
and so it's going to have the same. It's going to have the same recurring problems in the sense that, even there's a lot more going on with it. So maybe there's more. Maybe there's more ways for it to go wrong, but it can so easily be corrupted, and has been, especially in those positions of power, because these people who are developers thinking they never get a day of recognition in their life, at least publicly, are now the game director of a massive franchise, and they've got a status of celebrity with that, and then they've got a power dynamic that extends beyond what they're doing, and then and then because they've got this bit of power that they never thought they'd have, they abuse it, and then they've got more potential victims, if you know what I mean. They won't see it that
Uncle
way.
Ben once said, with great power comes great responsibility.
And then they Thanos snapped him off the packets of rice, the bastards! Yeah.
Wait, he's gone?
Yeah, it's no longer Uncle Ben's rice, it's just Ben's. And there's no picture of a lovely man.
Really?
So it's just Uncle?
No, it's just Ben's. It's not Uncle Ben anymore, it's Ben's.
What the fuck is Ben then?
I don't know, he's been Thanos snapped. They've done it.
Wait, is that here? I don't think so.
It's not yet here.
Yeah, I was about to say, because I literally went to the store like yesterday. I was like,
you went to
Ben
the store
is
yesterday
gone?
and memorized everything on the shelves.
I don't know. I look, or I look at things, so I really think I did see Uncle Ben there.
Did they actually erase Ben? My god.
No, just the uncle. The Ben part's still there.
It's just Ben's rice
I mean,
now.
his name was Ben.
His name was Ben. It's no longer Uncle Ben. It's just Ben's original.
Amazing. They got rid of
Uncle
the
Ben's is gone. He's been snapped. I feel like it's lost a bit of character with that. I miss him already. Come back, Uncle Ben.
Are they trying... They think they can sell this shit without it.
Come back, Uncle Ben. We need to fight Thanos.
Except the orange
crazy.
box. That was like the one thing you could tell that it was Uncle Ben's. The face.
There's no
I
face
don't have
anymore
that.
because he's
There's no
dusted.
face.
He's been
That's
dusted.
crazy. What the fuck?
That's fucking stupid. Why would you do that? Holy shit.
What? Let me look, see if I can find a why.
I love that this episode's the most random thing ever.
I hate this. I'm actually fucking pissed off. I don't even eat
Uncle
it.
Ben's announced the name, changed the names of Ben's original, and dropped the image of a black man from its packaging in an effort to detach itself from offensive stereotypes. What? Hang on.
Wait,
Now
is that
I'm-
offensive now?
Now I'm
It's
very
not.
fucking confused. Who gives? It's a packet of rice.
What's the offensive part?
It's nothing. There is nothing
Jesus,
to that.
man.
I'm like, what? That's just so absurd.
Oh, you think black people eat rice is... What? What do you...
I'm confused.
Surely to Christ, we all enjoy a bit of rice from time to time. Furthermore, we should all enjoy Uncle Ben's rice. You know what I mean? What the fuck is that?
I'm confused.
This is
What
dumb.
the fuck?
That was so absurd, and I don't know what to make of it. Like, I thought the reasoning would be absolutely clapped, but I didn't realise how clapped it would be.
What the hell? Like, did some
I am...
who said that was offensive? Were there people like tweeting about that? Like,
Someone
saying, "Yo,
woke up and chose violence. There is no way you thought it was a...
Somebody woke up and chose violence.
There is no way you
like,
actually
how is-
thought that...
how is that offensive, man?
I don't get it.
Same.
Somebody woke up and chose violence is the best sentence that has come from that.
Oh my god.
Nice.
It just sums it up, though, to be fair.
Oh my god. Bring him back, man.
Bring him back. Bring back Uncle Ben. We want him.
Bring back Uncle Ben.
Shout out to Uncle Ben's rice.
Get it trending now.
Uncle Ben's rice is something that would used to be shouted when we would randomly punch people.
Who
in their
owns
bed
it?
online. Who owns it?
Who owns
Who's the CEO of Uncle Ben?
He better
Uncle
be
Ben.
Uncle Ben's CEO. Uncle Ben, board chairman.
Forrest E. Mars?
Yeah.
And that's the founder.
I mean, it's probably.
And it's a
like,
white guy. What do you mean?
That's probably why, maybe.
I don't know who founded Uncle Ben's.
Probably
yeah, the
not
founder
Uncle Ben.
is... No, Gordon L. Harwell.
Forrest E. Mars.
Wait, it is a black dude.
It's the guy who's on the packet of rice.
Wait,
No, the guy on the packet is Gordon, but the
Oh.
Forrest guy is the founder.
Oh, okay.
Texas food broker who needed a face.
Oh,
and
he
a
doesn't
name
actually. The
to
guy on
run
the
his
packet
rice
doesn't
company.
actually have anything to do with the company. It was just a random guy who owned the guy who owned the rice company had a painting commissioned off because he thought he had a trustworthy face. Oh, so that guy has nothing to do with the company. He just has a trustworthy.
He doesn't have
face.
anything to do with the company.
He does have a trustworthy face. It should be on the rice.
He does. That's why he should stay.
Exactly. I trust that man with my first
Everyone
born.
trusts Uncle
Yeah.
Ben. Dude, what the fuck?
Shout out to Uncle Ben.
Oh, this episode is so fucking random. Man. I love every second of it. I really do.
Yeah.
Dude, I hate this. This is actually fucking stupid.
Yeah, man. Uncle Ben's rice is no more. It's now Ben's original.
Let's go. I mean, not let's go, but you know, I mean, it happened. It
Let's
got
not
changed.
go. Let's go back.
Let's go back and deal with that.
Let's go.
Then
back.
we will go.
Let's hold Uncle Bez.
Let's go to Ben's original HQ. Demand they bring back Uncle Ben, and then we will abscond into the night with copious amounts of rice.
Hell yeah, that's a great
rice.
Let's bring him back and never eat it
We
again.
can get some tomato paste as well. We'll love it. Maybe some tinned chopped tomatoes.
Some baked beans. Do they make that?
I don't know about that, but
Oh,
if they
no.
did, I'd yam them. That's the word.
Baked beans
long-
are fire. I'm
as
sorry.
long as
those
Uncle
are
Ben's on a package.
delicious.
Sometimes I enjoy them. Other times they make me physically sick, and I can't tell if I like them or not, or if it's just one of those things where you have to be in the mood for it. I'm a bit the same way with pizza because as nice as pizza is, I'll be sat there afterwards like I'm so full of bread, and you know how it goes. This has been a
Yeah.
huge food talk. We've gone to KFC to
Yeah.
eating healthy.
True.
To trying to figure out what's racist about Uncle Ben's rice, and it's the perfect podcast episode.
It
Oh,
really
man.
is, isn't it?
This cough is nasty. It's a
Well,
bit of a cold.
Yeah, it sounds pretty bad.
Yeah,
You've been
no.
coughing quite a lot.
I have been spluttering up organs. There's no blood. There's nothing.
I
too
mean,
bad
that would
about
be
it.
really bad.
That would be
That
kind
would be
of
awful. That would be really bad. I'm really glad
Mhm.
that there's no blood because that means I'm fine. Unless I'm not, then we'll figure it out. I got 2 negative COVID tests, so
That's pretty.
it's
Good,
not
yeah.
COVID. That's
I actually
not
never
COVID.
got tested.
Wait, really?
You never got tested.
Yeah, I never got tested.
Never got tested for COVID.
No, I just when I went to Amsterdam, I just had to give like a card that showed that I had at least one shot of
The vaccine.
of the vaccine, but I
Yeah.
actually never got tested.
I've gotten tested once before.
But,
It's
but when
not
I
fun.
did go to get my shot, they had like this scanner to see like your body temperature.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know if that counts as being tested, but that's all
Not,
they
no, not
had.
completely. I mean,
Yeah, they just
That-
like look at the screen and
you
say
can
like,
have
yeah,
the
you're fine.
you can have COVID without actually like showing any symptoms. Just
Yeah, I
have to,
know.
like,
So
brew up a bit, but yeah, I don't know. Being tested is not fun. I hate it. That's
yeah, you
going
told
to
us
your
about
nose.
it, like putting that shit up your nose.
Yeah.
Lateral flow test is okay. I did 2 of those. They both came back negative. I've got a
Mhm.
PCR incoming. I'm sure I'll hear about that soon.
I'm getting tested quite a lot. Jesus, I've been
yeah.
tested once.
No, this is just to make sure that all's good, really.
Mhm.
But that's more or less all there is to it. It's near enough 8 p.m, so I'm
Yep.
gonna have to dash off very soon. So, is there anything
Mhm.
else that we'd like to discuss?
I think just the Halo Infinite thing, right?
Halo Infinite.
yeah.
Yes, I would like to talk
Because
about
we
Halo
tested
Infinite.
that both. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
What did you
let's,
think about it? I'd like to know.
well, I played Halo back in the day, right? Like Halo 3 was
Same.
like the main thing. Going over to a friend's house, playing Halo the entire day. That was pretty fucking fun. But after that, I didn't really. I'm not much of a Halo fan. Like after that, but I
No.
got into the like when the Master Chief Collection dropped. I did play that. And now I played Halo Infinite, and I liked it.
Mm.
I mean, I don't know. It still feels the same to me. I don't know. I don't know how you feel about that, but it
I
could
felt
be
like
just my
Halo.
memory. Yeah, it felt like Halo. It could
felt
be
like
my
Halo,
memory,
and there's
but
definitely a positive in that.
definitely.
I feel like it definitely has modernized Halo in a way that keeps it faithful to the original, but also brings it forward in terms of pacing.
Mhm.
there are some things that I'm a bit more concerned about, such as that battle pass. How much is that going to obstruct progression?
Oh, there's a battle pass now.
Because the joy of Halo multiplayer used to be that sense of progress. Like, you know, you got cosmetics. You when you ranked up, sometimes you'd get like titles. You'd get like as you go, like sergeant or something, and those things really made the progression feel like every single level up was progress well made. And in Halo Infinite's flight test, I wasn't too sold on that because I didn't see any progression. I didn't feel like I was progressing, even in the flight test, even though there was a progression meter there or whatever. And all of the cosmetics were like locked behind a store, where you'd unlock some points that you could use on limited items in the store, but a lot of the other ones were just locked behind this Battle Pass paywall. And I was hoping that at least there'd be some balance there. In the end of the day, it's purely cosmetic. It's not that bad of a practice, realistically. But for a AAA game, is that really something that you want to be restricting behind a paywall regardless? Is that like... I'm sure it's probably profitable long term, but is it really honest? I don't know quite how it stacks up. I don't know how much of the progression will be locked behind it and how much will be accessible openly to people who just bought the game.
The thing I do agree with, though, because I like battle passes when the game is free to play. So
so do I. I think that's a good way to earn money from a free to play multiplayer game.
It is free to play, right? The multiplayer is going to be free. Which
is the multiplayer going to be free?
Yeah,
that makes more sense.
Exactly. That's why I guess they added that, and I do agree with that in a sense. But you're right. Like the feel of progression is definitely different with a battle pass. That's definitely true.
Yeah, no, that the multiplayer being free to play, fair enough. If there's a battle pass with that, fair. But how that, I suppose also, maybe it should just be you buy the game, you get the multiplayer with that, and then you enjoy. But does that then take away from the value, because that's free to play? Does that then take away from the value of the actual Halo Infinite game as well? Is it going to be worth the $60-$70? That's
actually a great point.
That's another question, because they're short campaigns. Halo usually there's like 5 or 6, maybe 10 missions at most. What else is there to it than that? Like,
that's actually a good question, because I don't even know. Are they going to add anything new to that or not?
How are you going to justify that being full AAA value if most of the game, which will be the multiplayer, realistically, the meat?
Are there only 2 game modes, or is it 3?
I think there'll probably be tons when the multiplayer drops. Like, you know, when it actually is out, like, I'm sure there'll be loads. You'll get Forge, I'm sure you will. You'll get, like, SWAT, Team Deathmatch, King of the Hill. Hoping for some of those, like, snipers and stuff. It's not all the, like, shotguns. There's loads of different game modes in Halo. What's the one where you have, like, a little ball and you have to, like, smash it about the place? That too.
It sounds like Hyperlink from COD.
Yeah, well, it used to be just gravity hammers in Halo, and you try to get it into like a goal. And
like uplink from COD. Yeah.
I mean, like if you have campaign and multiplayer.
If
and
the multiplayer is
6...
free to play, the battle pass is fair enough. But what's the value of the game?
That's actually
then you're only paying for the campaign, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean.
So why would the campaign be $60?
It depends on that depends on the worth of the campaign when it actually is out, I suppose. But no, that's one of my concerns. It's not put to bed. The sense of progression being locked behind that, to me, is a little bit concerning regardless, because I feel like maybe it should just all be a bundle. If you're going to take the joy out of the multiplayer, unless you buy the battle pass, you might as well just put it with the $60 game, rather than have people pay $60 for the campaign when they would be paying the same amount for the campaign and multiplayer were the same, and then there wouldn't be a reason to justify the battle pass. But also then have the multiplayer be free to play and the battle pass on the side costing more, and then you're like, then all of a sudden you've actually spent more money without realizing what they've done to you. You know, like there's the illusion of free at play there, and if that's the case, and that to me is a little concerning. But hey, we'll I suppose we'll see when it comes to it. Beyond that, I really enjoyed the flight test. Like, I really enjoyed playing Halo. You know, I didn't get to play the PvP, but playing against the bots was definitely was good, because the bots were bloody intense. They'd be teabagging your corpse and everything. They would, you know, they were hard as fuck, and I'm not as good at Halo as I used to be, and I was never brilliant to begin with, because I haven't played it in years. So coming back, it felt like Halo, and I really liked that.
Yeah, same. I feel exactly the same about that. I barely played Halo for a long time. So
I never played the multiplayer.
Yeah.
It wasn't like that hard for me with the bot. I mean, I do play FPS games on a daily basis, so I guess that's kind of, you know, adding to my skill, I guess. But
no, I don't play FPS games that often.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I used to play a lot of Halo. I used to be good at it. My favorite game mode was SWAT, and obviously we didn't get to play SWAT in the flight test.
But I didn't really play a lot of it, the playtest, but it was fun for the time I did.
I played an hour before I was called in to do some work, and got punched in the face. But that's a story for another day. But no, I enjoyed the hour.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how long I played. I guess I can take a look at it. Also, like, I think around an hour, 2 hours, around that. So not a lot either, but you know, it is what it is. I'll definitely play when it comes out, for sure.
So is it over? Can you still play the game?
It's over right now, right? I think so. I think this flight test is over.
Yeah, it's over now for the time being. But
I just grabbed the tweet, by the way. It says Halo is for everyone. We can confirm Halo Infinite multiplayer will be free to play and will support 120 FPS on Xbox Series X. So I don't know, that sentence means like multiplayer will be free to play and will support 120 on Xbox Series X. I don't know if it will be free on PC though. From that, like from reading that.
No, maybe it's a Game Pass thing. But again,
I mean, it will be on Game Pass for sure.
I think it's gonna be free. Yeah. Sure.
And there's some consumerism gymnastics at play here, and I'm not sure what to make of it yet. The best way to put it.
It's probably gonna be free.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's some progression without it, so it's not a big deal. But I'm a little bit, you know, I always look a little bit concerned with these things, and I mean, there is a reason for it, because if Halo Infinite, let's have a look, see how much Halo Infinite pre-orders are. You'll get an idea of how much they're going to cost at Infinite pre-order. Let's have a look, see how much it costs. Okay, hang on. Oh no, actually, this ain't.
But is it not full price or?
Let's have a look. I found one for like 38 quid. Dead. Yeah, that's weird.
Oh.
Let's have a look. See how much it costs. It's 55. Well. No, it's 55 quid. It's full AAA.
Yeah, exactly. In Belgium, it's 69.99 euros. I see.
Oh
yeah,
shit.
So, yep. So there's that. Like you're paying for that, and then you're getting the multiplayer separate when it would have been in this, and it would have been the same value there. But then you got the battle pass on top. Are you really getting a free multiplayer? That's not really a.
I don't think you are.
That's not really a. I don't know about that, especially considering some of the promotional shots for Halo Infinite on this purchase screen from Game, which is a UK game retailer, is the multiplayer. So, so if they're using the multiplayer to market Halo Infinite as you buy it, then is that really free? Like, you know, I'm sure it'll be free to play, but is that really? So they've considered that a part of the AAA value of the campaign as well.
Yeah.
And then there's that. But hey, that's Halo for you. We'll see how that goes when it comes to it.
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna play it like I said, and you know, we'll see how it plays out, I guess, with the pricing and stuff, because that's a bit weird right now.
Yes,
I do agree with that. I didn't even think of that, but yeah, that's a great point you made. Chicken. I guess we'll end it on that note, because you have to go stream. So
yeah,
I'm gonna finish this chicken first, but then I will.
All right.
Is it still warm?
Yeah.
No way. Wait, actually,
it is after an hour.
It's not cold. It's just not as hot as it was.
I mean, yeah, that's. Thanks for that, man. And thanks for coming on again. I really really appreciate it. Who's gonna do the outro though? Bram's not here.
Are
you doing it or me? Okay, go for it.
Sure,
thanks for having me.
Okay.
So yeah, man, we've reached the end of the podcast. So Fizhy, if you wanna promote your stuff, where can people find you?
They can find me at youtube.com/c/FIZHY Fizhy. You can also find me on Twitter at EJ Woodgates. or on Instagram at Fizhy with Fizhy with 2 E's in the end. So Fizhy. And that's where you can find me. But you probably already knew that, I hope. I hope there'll be links in the description to make it easier.
Yeah.
But if not,
yeah.
but if not, that's perfectly fine. Now you know. Now you know where to find the almighty sir. But yeah, cheers for having me on, guys. It's been
Thanks for coming on again, man. We really appreciate
man.
it.
No problem.
And as always, all the links will be on the description. Don't forget to subscribe and maybe click the little bell icon. And we will see you next week for another episode of the Cosmik Podcast.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.